Starting a workflow can be quite intimidating at first, but it doesn't have to be. It's just essential in creating an automatic, streamlined part of your business. It's there to work for you whenever someone signs up to be a part of your email list. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create a workflow in Flodesk. This will help you set it up and forget it as you move forward with your business. By the way, I'm here to help you build an email list from scratch so that you can grow your creative business to its absolute full potential. Because you deserve a tribe of email list supporters that will be with you through every twist and turn of your business. Creating a workflow can start by simply creating a welcome sequence of 6 to 8 emails. First, you create the emails, and then you would make a copy of those emails in a workflow. You would title this Welcome Sequence. You would put a time delay of 1 or 2 days between each email, building a relationship with the person first hopping onto your email list. Remember that a workflow does not have a timestamp. It is not intended to go out on a specific day and time. It's there for any time a person wants a freebie or wants to join your email list. It doesn't matter what day they join, they will get put into the workflow for a welcome sequence. There are a few emails that you would put inside the welcome sequence, like introducing yourself, telling what you do for others in your business, the story of how you got started, and maybe even providing free, valuable content. I'm going to tell you a secret. My email sequence lasts for 2 months of absolutely no selling. I don't want to do anything but let them get to know me and let me get to know them. Once that workflow is ended, I send them the same emails I send to everyone else. The key is, choose how long you want to get to know them. Create that many emails and set them up in a workflow. In this tutorial, I'll show you how I take 7 welcome sequence emails I've already created ahead of time, and then I'll show you how I set them up in a workflow. Let's start by looking for the Workflows tab at the top of your Flodesk platform and click on that. We are going to start a new workflow, so click on the new workflow button. And we are going to start from scratch. Let's just do this as tutorial and press save. The first thing it wants you to do is add a trigger. So click on this and you'll see something pop over here on the right. It says begin this workflow when, and it says a subscriber is added to a segment. So you would have already had to set up your segments in order for this to work. But you would choose a segment. Let's just do valuable lead magnet. And then we would go ahead and we would add some emails to this. So I have already created the emails that I want, and I'm going to just press the plus button and I'll start an email. And it says duplicate an existing email or create a new email. So I'm going to duplicate. So I press welcome. And I will scroll down and find the email that I want to start off with. So let's do funnel welcome sequence as my first email. Then it shows up over here. Now what I typically do is even though you can edit right here, it will take you to the original email. I don't like editing within the workflow because it does not update the email that's in the regular folder. So you would go down and just make sure that you have your subject line correct, which is fine. But then the most important part is to go ahead and set up a time delay. So click set time delay for a day, or you can change the days over here to be like 3 days, or you can change it to minutes, hours, whatever you'd like. And then you would press the plus sign again and press the new email. So I'm again going to duplicate an existing email, and I can go ahead and continue doing my funnel, and I'll just let you watch me work for a few minutes. Now I've gone ahead and added 5 emails to this workflow. It will trigger when they get my lead magnet, and then they'll have 1 email, wait 3 days, have another email, wait 2 days, have another 2 days. You get the point. So now let's go in and look at some things we can do at the end of our workflow. So at this point, we have to decide, do we want to make it a condition or an action? So I'll show you the difference between the two. With condition, you can press yes or no. So let's look over here. It says take action if the subscriber opened the workflow email or a subscriber has clicked a link. So I'm going to press link. So it says conditions are checked immediately, add a delay before the condition so recipients have time. So that's a good reminder. Thank you, Flodesk, for that. So we can add a delay here of maybe 2 days. And then we can press our condition. So come back to our condition. It says in the email, we can say maybe in this email, if they click a link, and then I can choose what link because I've put all of these links within the email. And then I can also add another if I want to. I can say maybe they open the workflow. And I can pick a different email if they if they open the workflow here. So that's another way you can do it. I can say yes. I can add them to a segment, or I can remove them from a segment. So I would probably add subscribers to a particular segment if they pressed on something. So maybe I would add them to a summit, or I would add them to my target audience workbook. So then they could be added to a different workflow once I started that, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I could just say yes, add them here, or no, leave it alone. So that's how you would set up some type of condition here. Or we can delete this and we can do something different. We can add an action step at the end. And we could say add the subscribers here without them even clicking on anything or without opening any type of workflow email. So this means that there's not a condition set. They don't have to do anything. It's just automatically going to start. So I would say add subscribers to a segment, and I could say the target audience workbooks segment. And then, or another option would be to remove them. But obviously I don't want to remove them in this case. So that's how you would do a workflow. Now I'm going to show you, since we said we were going to add them to this segment, which is the target audience, which is a freebie that I have, a target audience guide, I would go over to Flodesk again, and I'm going to show you the target audience freebie workflow that I have. So I would come over here, and I'm going to press edit, and I'll pause it just for a minute. And see, since I would add that subscriber to that segment, this workflow is another separate workflow, and it triggers when somebody is added to that segment. So then they would go through this second workflow. Hopefully that makes sense, but I want to go ahead and tell you about the folders too. So Flodesk has recently added folders, and you could also include all of your workflows within one folder. So maybe you would do like a freebies folder, maybe you would do a generalized folder, and you would add those workflows that you created over here into those folders to organize you better. Let's pull it together. Create 6 to 8 emails to go in a workflow. Title them Welcome Sequence with a short description in the email tab. Create the workflow, make a trigger for it, and then make the emails go out with a time delay between the emails. You definitely don't want all the emails to go out to someone's email inbox on the same day they subscribe. Eek. If this video was helpful for you, hit the subscribe button to make sure you stay in the loop for future tutorials to help you build a good foundation for your business. Thanks for watching. Let's pull it together. Create 6 to 8 emails to go in a workflow. Title them Welcome Sequence with a short description in the email tab. Create the workflow, make a trigger for it, and then make the emails go out